Hello and welcome to everyone, guys. Now gonna go with these predictions, and I'm gonna go with this discussion. Just give me a few minutes. Just give me a few minutes. Need to get into the spirit of things. I need to check. I'm checking if something has changed. I'm checking if something has changed. So just give me a few moments. Need to check whether some bouts were pulled out or not, but it seems all bouts are on point, so yeah, coming up. Just need to check something, starting 1 minute just to check. Alright, here we are. Just had to check whether all the bouts remain on spot or not, but let me check on topology. I think they would have changed something if there were last minute changes. No, Theo Haig versus Alan Benson, that's it. Okay, that's it. Theo Haig. Now I'm gonna go with prelims. Theo Haig 0-0 is gonna fight Alan Benson. Theo Haig has an amateur record of 1-0 out of San Jose, California. He submitted Noah LeBlanc. Alan Benson 1-2 professional record based on 6'0", 69 inches of reach out of Crispin Beach, J. Castro Valley, California. He lost one split decision. He won one split decision against Fabian Gutierrez. Lost to Justin Berrivier, Crescent King. Cage Warriors, I remember that knockout. And at amateur circuit, he didn't look quite impressive. So, let me see the odds. I wonder why Haig... Yeah, Haig is a massive favorite as expected. Haig is a massive favorite as expected. Haig to win -7-0. Let's take Haig inside the distance for a more precise, or Haig submission. For more precise, unfortunately, hello Chewbacca, how are you? Unfortunately, odds haven't appeared for all the fights. Just to know, not to think that I'm trolling, but odds are like not appearing for all the fights. So that's. I just got back from my wrestling session, so. I'm not saying it's hard, I'm saying it's super hard, man. Wrestling is so complex. How are you doing, Chewbacca? Laird Anderson versus JT Donaldson. 1-0, 5'8", out of San Jose, California International Quest Training Center. This guy competed a lot in grappling, split decision over Ricky Abdelaziz. Yeah, fastest escape time in overtime, combat jiu-jitsu world. I think I've seen that against Ben Eddy. I think I've seen it somewhere. JT Donaldson 4-5-0 is his professional record, 5'8", 68 inches of reach. Also another jiu-jitsu fighter. This might go all the way. Like, it seems Donaldson is vulnerable to strikes, but it's hard to finish the guy. So this might go for 3 rounds. This might go fight starts round 3. Could have been a good pick. Laird Anderson is a favorite, but let's see. Anderson versus Donaldson. Could be a good fight, starts round 3. Favorite is... just to check, favorite is Anderson with -1 to 5, side pick. Okay, side pick for me. Yeah, that's pretty much okay, side pick for me, what to say. And actually, really much to get into the spirit of this one. It's not that I'm super confident on many of those fights. Sometimes I'm able to do a tape study, and sometimes I'm not able to do it for all the guys. Many unknown guys, for example. Socrates Hernandez gonna fight Rogelio Luna. Socrates Hernandez 0-1-0, 5'11", also out of San Jose, California, lost to Bobby Cerrone via decision. Rogelio Luna was having amateur score of 3-1. I've only seen his fight against Brandon Island. That's one and the only fight I've seen. And his stamina looked good. I don't know. Don't know much about these guys. Hope Luna gonna win. Yeah, he is the favorite as expected. Gonna say Luna to win for -210. Yeah, gonna say Luna to win for -210. That's gonna be another pick on my end. And also needless to say that preliminary card offers a lot of unknown clashes, unknown guys. Edwin De Los Santos is gonna fight Alberto Mendes. Edwin De Los Santos 1-0, the professional score. He destroyed John Adams via liver kick to ground strikes. I watched that fight in the prelims of Bellator 266. Was a great striking matchup, but Alberto Mendes has a pro record of 0-0 and amateur record of 3-0. He's also a top-notch striker, round one finisher. He finished majority of his opponents. Now this should be the striking clinic, this matchup, as much as I can see. Let me see. Who's gonna be the favorite on this one? It seems odds haven't been released. Edwin De Los Santos is a favorite. De Los Santos versus Mendes, not going the distance. Side pick, Edwin De Los Santos. Win potentially inside the distance. De Los Santos is -3-12. I actually like this. Odd, but these two guys are fearsome strikers. So we're gonna see. I mean, sometimes I do have time to break it down, sometimes I don't. This time, Tyson Miller gonna meet Ryan Gracie. Ryan Gracie is a clean BJJ fighter, like the cleanest possible BJJ fighter is Ryan Gracie. You know everything about the guy, so it's needless to speak. 6'2", 76 inches, fighting out of Hawaii. Lost to Shane Keefe, lost to Koa Ramos, lost to Dustin Hazele. This guy is a clean grappler. I mean, if he doesn't submit his opponent, then it's gonna be the victory for his opponent. Tyson Miller 2-0, professional record 5'10". Professional record 2-0, 5'10", 71.5 inches of reach, 4.5. Now Luis Conde Navarro, XFC Young Guns 2, Albert Gonzalez. That was a victory via leg injury, but I'm not sure whether he can escape round submission attempts. But as long as he keeps the fight standing, he should be fine. So to play safe, Tyson Miller versus Ryan Gracie should be not going the distance. Like, fight doesn't go to decision. Tyson Miller versus Ryan Gracie. No distance. Finally, we see 1-1-7-5. I think it's less risky than, for example, Tyson Miller to win. I think it's less risky. For example, pozdrav i tebi. So I think it's less risky to go with that. Like, Ryan can also win, so you can take Ryan via submission or Tyson Miller via stoppage. So let me see. Ryan Gracie via submission or Tyson Miller via KO TKO. You can pick among one of those two. So I would rather go with fight going no distance. I think that's a great odd. I think so. I do agree. That's a great odd. Anyway, yeah. I think that's a great pick. So try it out, guys. It might actually. I don't think this one will go the distance. I mean, Tyson Miller is not submission specialist when it comes to submission defense. Ryan Gracie is not a good striker. I mean, it's not a rocket science. The next fight is between Bobby Saronia and Caleb Ramirez. Bobby Saronia 3-1-0, the Humble Warrior. One of the best nicknames I've ever seen, the Humble Warrior. Kajukembo fighter, Saronia martial arts. He outworked Socrates Hernandez, and he was better than many opponents in amateur circuit. On the other side, Caleb Ramirez 1-1-0. He outworked Chris Rojas at LFA 80. Let me see it. His amateur circuit, he was having ups and downs, wins, losses. His amateur career was pretty much long. 5'7" for the Thunder 1. Saronia should be a heavy favorite in this one. Let me see, Bobby Saronia. Yes, he's a heavy favorite. Do you believe Khamzat can defeat Colby Covington? There is a chance. If I must pick a side, I would say Colby Covington to win, but there is a chance. I mean, Khamzat's wrestling is good, but if it advances into round 5, that's gonna be entertaining. But I think it's gonna be 50-50 fight. What do you say? I believe it's gonna be 50-50 like Khamzat Colby, because of Colby's insane cardio, and we've seen that Khamzat can fight for 3 rounds. So I assume he can fight for 5 rounds too. He looked okay against Gilbert. Saronia 3 to win minus 800. Saronia 3 inside the distance. Saronia 3. No. Over under. Saronia 3 under 1.5 is Saronia 3 versus Ramirez under 1.5 is plus 110. Yeah, but Khamzat's cardio was pretty much on point against Gilbert. I haven't seen him guessing, honestly. I mean, he looked okay for 3 rounds. So he can fight for 3 rounds, we know that. I don't know how's he gonna look into the championship rounds, but we're gonna see that. I mean, we're gonna see that. So the next fight is, I assume, 5-rounder. Kyle Kratchmer gonna meet Michael Lombardo. Kyle Kratchmer 8-1-0. I know this guy pretty much well. Excellent wrestler out of Oklahoma State University. 5'9", 68 inches of reach. You can even call him a Bellator vet. Only one loss to Kemrat Lachinov. Outworked all other opponents. Remember when he outworked Oliver Enkamp. Now going to meet Michael Lombardo, 12'2", 6'0", 72 inches of reach, ATT fighter. This guy destroyed Kyron Bowen. He was better than Corey Coop, but for some reason also Jose Caceres, but he has never inked UFC contract. Lost to Kyle Duckles, but they never gave him a chance to fight in the UFC. So to me, this tricky fight, but Kratchmer should be slight favorite. Yes, he is minus 260. So I wonder how much is Kratchmer decision. Kratchmer to win. Kratchmer to win is minus 260. Kratchmer decision is plus 115. Yeah. Plus 115 is Kratchmer decision. So it looks okay to me. Really much looking okay to me, these odds, and I think these odds are pretty much on point. I don't know what you think about it, but I do see them as odds pretty much on point. Okay, the next one is going to be the battle between Gaston Bolaños and Daniel Carey. Also one of the fights that are very entertaining for me. Gaston Bolaños is one of the best Muay Thai strikers ever, the Dream Killer, the Peruvian Muay Thai specialist, 5'3", 5'7", 70.5 inches of reach. Combat Sports Academy fighter. He is riding on 2 back-to-back losses to Daniel Carey and Saul Haitley Jr., and this is his chance to avenge the loss to Daniel Carey. Prior to that, he destroyed Rick Gutierrez, Malcolm Hill, Isidro Gutierrez, Nathan Stolen. But this time he's fighting a pure grappler, and Daniel Carey 750. He used to be a guest of mine, very nice guy, 5'7", 67 inches of reach. Also comes from Altai, but his submission skills rock, definitely rock. He gets destroyed by strikers, and got destroyed by Aaron Pico, but also Adil Benjilani destroyed him. But if the fight gets dragged to the ground, that's his backyard. I mean, let's be honest. Ground fighting is his backyard, so could be a 50-50. Let me see whether I can pick something neutral. Daniel Carey. Fight doesn't go decision. Okay. I like this sort. Daniel Carey versus Gaston Bolaños. No distance is. How much is no distance? Just 1 second, guys. -188. -188 is no distance. And let me see. I'd say Carey submission or Bolaños KO TKO. Both of these odds make sense to me. So which one you want to pick? But not going the distance is something that also makes sense to me. If they let you play with your bookies, if they don't force you to pick a side. If I must pick a side, I would go with Bolaños because I'm a fan. But I think, the most realistic. What's happening with MVP? I don't know. I'm wondering the same. Do you have some info about MVP? Dovlejog, Yakshi Muradov gonna meet Rafael Carvalho. That's another entertaining fight to watch. Dovlej on 5'11", 72 inches of reach. He is training with the Brennibor team, and Yakshi Muradov is an entertaining fighter to watch. But he is now on a 2 back-to-back losing streak to Corey Anderson and Carl Albrechtson. At ACA, he looked amazingly, and upon his Bellator arrival, something happened. Maybe they were pairing him with two strong guys. Now they're giving him Rafael Carvalho, 6'3", 78 inches of reach. Dovlej and Yakshi Muradov, 72 only. Rafael Carvalho knows to strike. He is out of 80 team, but the problem is 3 back-to-back losses. Nemko, Polizzi, Larkin. He outworked Chidi and Jokuani, lost to Jagar Musashi, Vato Machida. He was losing to beasts, but Menklov, Sakara, they were all his victims. Also Brandon Halsey, Joe Schilling. Kind of tricky fight to pick. So much trickiness. Let me see. Yakshi Muradov is a favorite. This could be a trap fight. I think Carvalho lost to high-level animals, if you know what I mean. Let's go with Carvalho, underdog. Carvalho win for +150. Hello, Robert. McKee would be an interesting matchup for Volk, just because of the danger in the first round in the range. I agree. He's just gonna sit out waiting for Amosov. Probably yes, I don't know. As much as I know, Yaroslav Amosov stayed in Ukraine, and he is still in Ukraine, and he is not going to leave Ukraine. So maybe there is a chance he's gonna wait for Amosov, or maybe he's gonna give the opportunity to someone else. I don't know how much that war is gonna last, but Amosov doesn't want to leave Ukraine. So yeah, that's it. Yes, Roberto Sold is future UFC champ. Yes. If he joins the UFC, he has all the chances. If he joins the UFC, I hope he is going to be the champ, of course, if he chooses to join. And he is an emperor at KSW. So let's see. I would like to see him in UFC circuit. And let's see, Title Fortune versus Rakim Cleveland. Tyrell Fortune should be 100% favorite because of his wrestling background, 6'2", 77 inches of reach, Brazilian fighter. But he lost to Linton Vassell via split decision. Defeated Matt Mitrione, Jack May, Said Soma, lost to Tim Johnson. I just think Raheem Cleveland doesn't have what it takes to defeat him. 22-14, 1, 6'3", 77 inches. Yes, he is longer, but wrestling, his wrestling is very, very questionable. And he lost to wrestling guys in jitters like Magalish, Nemkov, Grishin, all via submissions. Tyrell Fortune is dangerous if he drags the fight to the ground. I think I can't call it a slam dunk, but I think Tyrell Fortune isn't going to have a hard time in this fight. Tyrell Fortune -7-0. Ta ti je dobra. Ta ti je za Vasu dobra. He do what Paulo Costa said he do and pressure and trade with Gino. Well, that's okay. Maybe Soldic could win, who knows? Maybe. No, really, maybe. Maybe he really could. You never know. -7-0 Tyrell to win. Let me see Tyrell decision. How much is Tyrell decision? Because I don't think Tyrell will go for the finish by any means necessary. I don't see it like. I don't think he will go for the finish by any means necessary. So how much is Tyrell Fortune via decision? +4 overall. Or I like Tyrell inside the distance, which is probably going to be a minus value. I can bet it's going to be a minus value. -350. And the shit odds. Tyrell KO TKO round 1 also looks okay. Okay, if you wanna risk. Maybe Soldic could win. Well, maybe he can, he is KSW 2 division champion, so at KSW that guy is God. But at UFC, we'll see. He will probably get one fight and then a title shot. That is my prediction. Or maybe not. Maybe 2 fights. I don't know what is UFC planning if Soldic chooses to join. Of course, I would like to see Soldic in the UFC. I really think he has good chances to make a good result. That's what I believe. And of course, it's always like 50-50 probability. I don't know who could be his opponent, honestly. No, really, I'm not sure who could be Roberto Soldic's opponent. I don't know what are they going to choose. Well, I broke down the whole preliminary card just to do. What do you think of Aljo versus Yan 2 and who won it for real? I actually scored the bout in the favor of Aljo 3-2, but was a bit controversial, but unfortunately that was not Petr Yan from the previous match. Without his corner, something was different. As soon as round 1 got underway, I was disappointed because Yan wasn't following Aljo's movement and all. He was not cutting angles. He was not trying to go aggressively against Aljo's lateral movements. Something was different, man. It was not Petr Yan from the first match. Something was different. Something was very, very, very different. Just 1 second. I rewatched the fight and still, unfortunately, I still see Sterling winning. I'm not a fan of Sterling, just to go. Thank you, mate. Thank you, the Martian. Gino can't beat guys with intelligence and testosterone. He lost to Jan and Romero and lost to Whittaker when he fought smart. Paulo wears makeup, so Soldic might smoke him. Aljo won. Jan was way overconfident. Aljo was giving his life for it. Jan will win the trilogy. Yes, but Jan was fighting without his coaches, so I told you I faded that fight for a reason. Robert, I faded that fight for a reason. I was so scared about that fight. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, I was having a bad feeling for a reason. I don't like to praise myself because I'm gonna get overconfident, but I was scared for a reason. Now let's see. Tim Johnson versus Linton Vassell. Tim Johnson 15-8-0, 6'3", 78 inches of reach, Academy of Combat Arts, pure brawler, lost to Valentin Moldavsky and Fedor Emelianenko, which was kind of surprising because the guy destroyed Czech Congo, Matt Mitrione and Tyrell Fortune. Another loss happened to Vitaly Minako, but this guy likes to stand and bang. Linton Vassell, 22-8, 6'4", 82 inches of reach, very, very, very long guy. I like to call this guy John Jones of Bellator. You can see how long Linton Vassell is. He is just amazing, man. Victories over Sergey Kharitonov, Tyrell Fortune, Ronnie Marquez, losses to Bader, Davis, Moldavsky, victory over McGarry. I think this is the clash of... Well, Johnson is the stronger striker, Vassell is more well-rounded. I wonder who is going to be the favorite here. Vassell is the favorite. That's a surprise. Vassell versus Johnson. Over 2.5. No distance. Vassell versus Johnson. No distance is -190. Da, Krokap jeste legenda. Who knows? True, that could have affected him massively. Who knows? Yes, I agree, Robert. It's very hard to fight without a coach because coach knows you. He knows what to tell you when you're losing, when you're down. It's hard, man. It's very, 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 very hard. Believe me, very hard. For example, if I fight without my coach, I would lose 100%. No matter, even if I fight the worst guy on this planet, I would lose. Because it means when somebody tells you, listen, do this, do this, do this, he knows your abilities. He knows what you can and what you can't do. And when you have a random guy on the bench, it's not the same, believe me. Vassell versus Johnson, no distance is -190. I'm not sure why Vassell is the favorite. Let's say Johnson to win, but this is risky pick. +115. This is a bit of a risky pick. Like, I think no distance is the more suitable odd for this fight. Adley Edwards versus Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico versus Adley Edwards. No distance is my first pick. That is going to be... I already broke this down in main card predictions, so you can also check my vids, but I'm gonna repeat just in case. Aaron Pico is -1000. How much is fight not going the distance? No distance, -450. I say Edwards to win, +625. Because Aaron Pico already got caught by Henry Corrales when he was 6-1 favorite, and Edwards might actually do the same, but first pick is no distance. Like, if you want to risk, go with Edwards. I'm not saying that because he used to be a guest of mine. I'm saying that because the guy is so unpredictable. And he was not fighting bums, which you can see by watching his career records. So, again, Aaron Pico is extremely talented. I mean, of course, there is a bigger possibility of victory for some other guys, but I'm just saying. Vadim Nemkov versus Corey Anderson. I picked Vadim Nemkov to win, -190. Nemkov to win, -190. I think Nemkov decision. Nemkov is kind of a bit of a boring fighter, but if Corey Anderson doesn't put him to sleep early on, Nemkov gets this potentially via decision. His ground control is good, the wrestling is good. Fight goes to decision. +145. Nemkov decision. Nemkov decision. +380. Or we can go Corey Anderson inside the distance. Because Anderson needs an early stoppage. Saldana is a great fighter. Thank you, man. Saldana is my favorite fighter now. Not hard to guess why. Very similar moves to me. He really is a great fighter. 2-1 in the UFC. Last time I thought he lost, but okay, I'm glad he won 2-1. Let's see his next opponent. Corey Anderson inside the distance. How much can this odd be? Corey Anderson inside the distance. Last 3-3-0. If you want to risk. One of these two should come. Either it's going to be Anderson inside the distance or it's going to be Nemkov via decision. So you can pick. You can choose your destiny, guys. You can choose your destiny in this one. And I hope you're going to choose your destiny with style because you know a lot about MMA. You really know a lot. I really believe in your judgment, guys, as you are so skillful. Anderson is a beast. Of course he is. That's what I'm saying. Anderson inside the distance or a Nemko via decision. One of those two has to happen. And like Nemko to win. If Nemko survives the first 2 rounds, he will have the chance. But in the first 2 rounds, Anderson is extremely dangerous. AJ McKee versus Patricio Freire. I'm pretty much confident in AJ McKee to win because of their first outing. And yeah, I'm pretty confident. I'm going with AJ McKee clean. AJ McKee to win. You've seen what happened in their first fight, and that's like... I'm not saying that I expect exactly the same outcome, but I think McKee is on a whole new level. Not saying Patrick Pitbull can't surprise him. He can, but it's less likely. Less likely to me. Safer pick would be... no distance, no distance is minus 4-0. Well, I also hope they're gonna rebook Olenek versus Latifi. I really hope so. I really want to see that fight so badly. Unfortunately, Latifi got ill last time, so we were unable to watch it. I was so much hyped about that fight. I even had a bet on Latifi, so... But it didn't happen. Bellator, AJ McKee, Patricio Freire. McKee KO, TKO. I actually like that. McKee KO, TKO plus 200. I actually like that. Or Freire KO, TKO. I like that too. That's also good risky odd. Plus 550. It's very much possible. Patricio Freire hits hard. So this is very much likely to happen, if you know what I mean. Very, very, very much likely to happen. So I've finished breaking the event down, and now we can go into chit chat if you're keen on it. I'm gonna just a second. Yeah, guys. Okay, go for it. Please shoot in with questions. I'm very much eager to hear your questions, and let's rock and roll. Yeah, let's rock and roll, guys. I'm very much eager to hear your questions. Please proceed. Please ask me whatever you want. Ask me whatever you want, guys. Yeah, this is just normal chit-chat discussion, so anybody can ask whatever he wants. I'm gonna be live for another... I assume I'm gonna be live for another, let's say, 25 minutes. All right, I shared it on Twitter. Okay, here it goes. Okay, guys, I'm live here, so please proceed with questions. Like, if there are no questions, I'm gonna sit for 10-15 minutes more. Always glad to see the news. Always glad to see how everything goes. And yeah, I mean, my odds are pretty much watched great. I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with how everything develops, and I'm pleased with how the situation works right now. Very much pleased with how the situation is developing. Also, the website where I'm writing, they are pretty much respectful, and I'm grateful to them for that. Really much grateful because they really, you can check Fitness Fighters KO, fitnessfighters.ko.uk. They are really giving me a chance to write the job I want, so I just want to give them a brief shout out. I'm giving a brief shout out to fitnessfighters.ko.uk. I'm working for them, and they are one of the most respectful guys I have ever worked with. They are so on point, so much respectful, and they are giving me the chance to do the job that I love. So thank you for that, guys. I mean, thank you for that. You should always give a shout out to your uh, to your partners and supporters. And also, I want to give a massive shout out to my Bulgarian sponsor, and I want to give a massive shout out to Achille MMA gym, Achille Borilovačka Academy, and my wrestling coach Ivan Đorđević Itsko. Like, it's things I learned. It's it's impressive, man. It's literally impressive because every single day every single day I get to learn something new, which kind of inspires me. This is an inspiration for me. This really is an inspiration for me. Everything I've been through, everything I worked for, it's turning into reality. It's turning into reality. I'm starting to learn the I'm starting to learn the greatest secrets and the greatest challenges of wrestling. So it's a step in right direction. I activated some of my skills and potential. I really much activated that, and now I'm looking way better. My health is improving. That's another positive thing. My health is looking way better. Maybe I haven't told you that, but my results are now better, way better. So with these meds, everything is gonna get better in the days to come. It's like 1, 2, 3 months. I'm gonna get better, but I will have to drink those meds for a period of time. Have to look very relaxed, and even with post-traumatic stress disorder, there are so many things you can do in your life. No, it's not. It's not the end of the world. Like, even with PTSD, it's not the end of the world. Even with anxiety disorder, it's not the end of the world. It's never the end of the world if you're brave enough, if you want to fight. Just I like fighters because they never give up. They always fight to accomplish their goals. And throughout my life, I've learned to never retire. Never retire, never surrender. Because retirement, surrender, it just speaks about the bad characters of your personality. The easiest thing you can do is to say, well, I'm gonna retire. No, you're not, man, believe me. You're not. If you retire at the half of the road, you did nothing. You did nothing, believe me. You did nothing if you retire at the half of the road. You need to fight harder. You always need to fight harder. You need to try to get better, and You need to try to get better. You need to try to push your goals, to fight for your goals no matter what happens, Always fight for your goals no matter what happens. And always try to get into the spirit of things early on. So that's what I'm trying to say. You really, really need to fight hard, work hard. I'm really interested in improving some skills. I like in many skills in my life. It's not a rocket science, it's not a secret. I'm not very much skillful in many areas of my life, but I will try to improve myself. I'm learning every day, sitting and daring MMA events, and that improves me. That turns me into a better person. All those MMA stuff, all those things MMA related, it's getting better and better for me, for everybody. I think I'm already having great results right now at the MMA circuit, and I do think that my MMA career is just starting online. I'm at the beginning of my MMA career, but I hope it's gonna get better. I hope we will grow more this community, because there are so many lovely, great, positive people all around the globe. So many MMA fans that are ready to fight until the last dying breath. And yeah, I need to say who are my most confident picks. I completely forgot to tell you that, so I'm gonna do it right now. My most confident picks are going to be... hold on. I'm gonna give you 3 most confident. Hello, Grayson. This week's Bellator card has me very excited. Me too, man. Me too. Most confident picks. AJ McKee, minus 280. Terrell Fortune, minus 720. And I've got another very entertaining pick. It's going to be Bobby Cerrone. And Bobby Cerrone for minus 800. I hope it's gonna bring plus value, this straight parlay. That's the parlay I would play, but this weekend I only bet on Luki because I'm super frustrated because of last weekend. And you remember that the fucking Tibura's fight got cancelled. Do you know? Tibura's fight got cancelled. Bobby Cerrone for minus unplayable. Yes, I know, but I don't have much of the choices here. Like, if I'm fishing for one huge upset, that's like if you really want to risk. My huge upset opportunities are Adley Edwards, maybe. Who else is the underdog? Maybe Timothy Johnson sounds like okay underdog. Daniel Carey has the chance. He already defeated Bolaños. Rafael Carvalho has solid chance. Roland Gracie can only win via submission, so like you can put Roland Gracie via submission, but I think Tyson Miller is very hard to deal with, and that's around it. Just my thoughts again. I mean, potentially at Bellator there are many much high level upset opportunities, if you know what I mean. Corey has a puncher's chance. Yes, but if you want to go with Corey, then go with Corey KO, TKO. I think that's going to increase your value. That's going to be plus 300, I think, instead of plus 160, because there's no way Corey is going to outwork Nemco. Gracie and Carvalho on super short notice. Yeah. I'm just saying, man, I do think they have slight chance, but of course I would not put them in my parlay, but like, I must know, has the Guida Whisperer given his official prediction for Guida versus Puljaš? Yes, he did. He says Guida is going to win. But he says if Guida wins, there is a chance of winning via decision. I ask him how. He says Puljaš is too durable. He says Puljaš is not going to guess, and he is worried because he thinks Puljaš is not going to guess. Grayson Carvalho super short. I can see the Krachmer wrestle fuck happening. True, man. True, man. I also think Krachmer gonna wrestle better. Again, also your prediction for the previous event that I aired, I really like that prediction. And you were right about Mr. Lee. I'm a fucking big fan, man, but unfortunately he misses weight. Lombardo is tricky guy, man. Lombardo is very tricky guy to deal with. You are definitely right about Lombardo, extremely tricky guy to deal with, and I do have a feeling this is going to be a very, very hard battle. Not going to be an easy battle, absolutely. I don't see it as an easy battle going. But like, if people ask me for my 3 most confident picks, it's like McKee, Fortune, and Cerrone. Kwong Lee does miss weight. He has a shot though. Well, let's hope he's not gonna miss weight this time. But as you said, he already missed weight, so he likes that, obviously. I don't know. Maybe he should move one division up. I don't know why he constantly misses weight. It kind of makes no sense to me. If you can't hit the scale, no problem, man. Change the weight class. Nobody's gonna kill you if you move one division up. I mean, it's not bad if you know what I mean. So what? You're moving one division up, like. That's what my coach says. If you can't cut the weight, then go to the gym, strengthen yourself, and move one division up. You're not gonna have a hard time anymore. And I think he is. I actually think he's right. I think he's right about that, because you will be luckier at that weight class. It kind of makes sense to me. Really much kind of makes sense to me. Don't know about you guys, but for me, that's a good sentence. Like, if you can't hit the scale, okay, man, it's not the end of the world. You can't. Nobody's gonna kill you. Just change the weight class and keep the ball rolling. It doesn't have to mean that that you're a hater or that you're gonna lose. Maybe you can adjust yourself. Why not? Kwong Lee is the main training partner of John Castaneda. Yes, he is. But as Kelly has already said, the guy misses weight a lot. And I fucking love him, just like Kelly Garcia. Kelly Garvey. Sorry, man, Kelly Garvey. I fucking love the guy. He just missed the weight a month ago. So what worries me is, how much can you adjust in a month? I am worried about the same thing. How much can you really adjust in a month? How much can you put your body to the limits? Or can you push your body over the limits? No, MMA is not about pushing your body to the limit. MMA is about pushing your body over the limit. How much stress can you handle? Are you psychologically strong or not? That's a good question. Some people are, some people aren't. Me? I don't know. Maybe. Just maybe. I'm stronger than I used to be. Kwong Lee plus 125 versus Kyle Zwang was the easiest money I've ever made. Guess what? I fucking love Kwong, man, but unfortunately, Kelly is 100% right about his arguments. So about being a professional, you're in the fight for your life against another person. You need to respect them and make weight. Well, vain miss could be treated as a sign of a disrespect, at least for me. I mean, okay, if you miss, for example, by 0.5 pounds or 0.25 pounds, like, okay, that's a small mistake. You can tolerate that. But 2 pounds above the limit, that's disrespect, man. 2 3 pounds, it's disrespect. Unless it's a short notice fight, but then insist on a catchweight bout. But you are right. You are right about that. William Knight, Max Gresham. Oh, do you even have to remember that fight, man? 12 pounds above the limit. And guess what? William Knight, Devin Clark is a heavyweight right now. Can you believe this is a heavyweight contest right now? If anyone has questions, about Kwong, just ask on his Instagram. He typically responds, that's awesome, Kwong Lee. I have to find him on his Instagram. Kwong Lee. Just a second. I think I'm gonna follow the guy. I think I'm gonna follow the guy. Yeah, and I fucking love him. I'll probably invite him to be my guest when the competition finishes. So after the competition, I will invite him to be my guest. So yeah, win or lose, I will invite him. I will send him a message. If he responds, then I will be very pleased to have him as my guest in the studio. So yeah, if he typically responds, that's awesome because I like guys. I like guys who respond. I'm a big Kwong Lee fan too. I like his style and his swagger. Me too. Me too. But Kelly is also a big fan. But have you read his arguments? Everything is 100% on point. Like 100% true, 110% true. I just hope he's not gonna miss the scale again. But I have reasonable doubt. I have reasonable doubt. I'm doubting, man. I don't doubt his victory. No, I have no much of a dilemma about his victory, but I have a big dilemma on his vein. Is he gonna miss it or he's gonna be on point? Now that's $1 million question. Kwong Lee misses weight. Odd is plus 200. Kwong Lee hits the scale. Odd is minus, I don't know, minus 130. Yeah, we could make odds for that. Oh, sorry. We could make odds for that. Hello, Kevin. How are you doing, man? How's your day been? I'm live for 7 more minutes, so please shoot in with questions. I only bet on Vicente Luque this weekend. You probably know why. For Bellator, my 3 parlay pick, I'm gonna read it to you now. AJ McKee to win, minus 280. Tyrell Fortune to win, minus 720. And Bobby Cerrone 3 to win for minus 800. How are you doing, man? How's your life been? Or you can scroll the chat. I wrote it. I wrote that what I expect to happen here at this Bellator event tomorrow. I don't know whether I'm gonna air it or not. Still unsure. I'm starting my trans journey today. I'm now a woman. Let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah, man, if you miss weight, you should lose 20% of your purse per round. Fuck it. Yes, you should. It's unprofessional. Let's go, Kevin. I'm backing you up, man. Let's go, man. Freedom forever. Long life, freedom. I'm a Miguel Baeza fan, but I worry about him getting pressured with strikes against the fans this weekend. You are right about that. His opponent is a heavy pressure fighter. And with too much pressure, he might actually teach him a lesson. So we have to be cautious in the pick, especially against Fialho. Anything can happen. Is he being for real or he is throwing Fialho for TKO? I don't know. With Kevin, you never know, but he is a big fan, so everything is forgiven. He is a very fun guy. He is my fan for like year or two, for a very long time, so at least we're having fun. Fialho for TKO. Yes, Fialho's pressure might be too much for Miguel Baeza. Also, Fialho is the underdog as much as I know, which is kind of surprising to me. I don't know. I just don't know. if it is he or she now. Nobody knows that, believe me. Nobody knows that, believe me. I'm joking. King. Believe me, that guy is the king. Hello, Niall. Believe me, that guy is the king. Kevin. Always fun guy. Well, at least my mood is on point thanks to you, mate. Matt Brown cloned Baeza and nearly knocked him out. People seem to forget. I know, man. I know that. I pretty much remember that, Grayson. Like, Fialho has good chances, especially in this bout. Fialho has pretty much decent chances to win this bout, and he hasn't been the same since the Brown fight. No, he changed himself significantly. He slowed down. For co-main, Vadim Nemkov to win. The Immortal rocked him gold. Yeah, so the Immortal rocked him good. Vadim Nemkov is my pick for co-main. I think Gaji is going to fuck up Kyle. If you're asking me about the UFC, then I think I pick Kyle Borralho for Errol Spence to win. I think Errol Spence is going to win. No offense, but I think that guy is fighting way better after that Ferrari crash. He's faster after that Ferrari crash. I've compared some of his old fights with his nowadays fight, and I think he's faster. I think he moves better. Maybe he has better sixth sense right now. I don't know. Maybe that's just a conspiracy theory, but I'm not joking. He is really better after that car crash. I will consider betting Vida by decision. I trust the Vida Whisperer. Unfortunately, I have to trust him too. Last time he was right. But he is worried because Puljaš is very, very good with cardio. Spence by decision. Rafa Garcia. Oh, I'm gonna fade that fight. I'd fade that fight, man. Rafa Garcia is a hard fight to deal with. Really could go either way. I think I picked against Garcia, but could go either way. I'm gonna fade that fight. Yeah, I'm gonna fade that fight, true. Spence by decision is okay. I think Spence is going to win. Like after that crash, he's better, man. I don't know. People usually barely survive. They retire. They never get back into the ring. Etc. Errol Spence is a new person after that. He changed himself significantly. Maybe he is just mentally too strong. Or maybe he needed a redemption opportunity. I don't know. This is just a theory, but he is way better after that. Hello, haters. Now you can officially kiss my ass. Oh, yeah. Hey, you can make a video with top 10 cowboy quotes. I would probably roll out of laughing. I told that because of my Bulgarian trunks. They told me that I will never make a Bulgarian pair of trunks. And I made one. Maybe I'm gonna make more of them. I will see. Which else were my epic quotes? What do you think about other my epic quotes, Grayson? I would like to hear that. I'm gonna laugh probably, but I would really love to hear that. To laugh. Were there any other good quotes from the cowboy? I know people are saying I had tons of great quotes, but I'm forgetting from these meds, so just don't blame me. Blame those meds. Yo, haters! Now you can officially kiss my ass. Look at these haters. The Bulgarian trunks. That was epic. Look at this, my dear haters. The Bulgarian trunks. Or when I say, yo, haters, no free links tonight. There is your free link. You know? But there are many, many funny quotes by me. But okay, if somebody ever makes a highlight reel, I will be happy. I will be happy to hear because I'm gonna laugh like a maniac. Maybe if I have some time tomorrow, maybe to make one impression, or I need to see how I'm gonna feel. But if I have time, I will try to make one impression. Anyway, guys, I have to go now. Need to get some rest. Need to get some sleep, and tomorrow gonna be a new day. Oh, no worries. I will have another hater call out for the upcoming UFC event. Just follow my TikTok. It's gonna be either tomorrow or Saturday, but believe me, I'm going to make another hater call out. Believe me, I love doing that. Nick Diaz impression definitely top 10. Hit me. Hit me. What's your problem, man? Hit me. Come on, hit me, you motherfucker. Slap your bitch. Slap your bitch. My favorite Bulgarian lines are the best online ads. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I just slapped you, bitch. What? Slapped your bitch. Slapped your bitch. This is from Nate. You always get cut off on the end of the bet online ads. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, man. I don't know what to say about that. You're good. I know what you mean. Sorry about that, man, but it doesn't depend much on me. I mean, no offense, but it doesn't depend on me. It depends on the algorithm. Okay, maybe these days I'm gonna make another prediction. I will try, and if I have time, I will make another one. If not, I'm trying to do Bobby Green prediction for a very long period of time, Bobby Green impressions. So if I have time tomorrow, I will make one. So now I have to go. Thank you so much for the support, and catch you later, guys. Catch you tomorrow for the weigh-in. I will be live. Last minute picks predictions. I will be live for Bellator. I don't know. I'm sure. Hello, Jamie. I'm just finishing the stream, mate. But thank you for stopping by. For Bellator, maybe I will go live, maybe not. I'm not sure. But for UFC, I'm live. No, bad time. Sorry, man. I'm finishing stream. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. I mean, thank you so much for stopping by. Very much appreciated. Also, telling no worries. Yeah. Next time. Tomorrow I'm live for weigh-in as well, as you know. And also for UFC, I will go live for sure. I think I'm reffing only 2 matches this weekend and 1 match on Monday. So I think I should be having more time. All right. Have a good day, guys. And catch you later. A lot of respect to all of you.